You know, don't let people who create content and make videos about narcissistic abuse tell you that the narcissist misses you once you leave. Once that discard happens, don't allow people to tickle your fancy, telling you things about how much the narcissist misses you, or how much, they're pining over you once you leave, once that discard takes place. You see, something completely different happens to the victims rather than to the narcissist. You see, once that discord happens, they are in the early stages of love bombing someone new. They move on so fast, it will make your head spin. They most likely already lined up the new supply before leaving the mass majority of the time. And I am sure they are going through the new fuel, which means they are getting everything they need, more than they got in the last stages. You see, they have to run the last supply nearly dry to be able to move on. Unlike us, right? They are not going through the drama, the despair, the crying spells, the depression, the rumination. It's nothing like that for the narcissist. What the victim goes through is the complete opposite from what the narcissist goes through. You're crying, they're happy, busy sucking in all the fuel from someone new. You're sitting at home alone, right? They're out and about, running around, being quote unquote happy, is what they would call it, right? Just watching them in action, just knowing what you know about narcissism. You think they're sitting at home crying? Absolutely not. That's because they're not. They are not sitting at home pining and whining over you. They are, quote unquote, what they would call happy with their new supply. You become just a drain. You are depressed, right? They are what they would call living their best life. You are alone. They most definitely are not alone. We know narcissists can't just sit with themselves, right? You're not having sex. They are. You have not moved on. They have. And you wait for them to come back. They don't wait for you. They know you will eventually heal and maybe become a source of supply for them again. This is what they're banking on. And when they come around, that's what they're looking for. Will you give them supply again? Not yet? No? Well, maybe next time. They'll try back. And who are they with? Someone who's giving them supply. You're left confused. They aren't. They're crystal clear. They orchestrated the whole entire thing. They know exactly what's up at every moment. They always did. You're having panic attacks. They're high from the new supply. What do they go through? Absolutely nothing. That's what. It's another day in the narcissist's life for them. They don't go through anything different, nothing new, nothing that they didn't experience before, or last week, or last month. Just another day in the life of a narcissist. If they allude to going through anything, it's a facade. It's to keep you on the hook, making you think that they're going through what you are going through. Look at them. Can't you see how content they are? How normal, right? That they're behaving. They're behaving so normal, right? How they aren't missing a beat, getting on with their lives. How they replaced you like it was nothing. You are fuel to the narcissist. That's it. That's all. You know, when you pull up to a gas station, right? It could be a Shell station or a Chevron's, right? Where you get gas. Most people don't care which pump they're at, right? They don't care. Not because gas is gas. It all gets them from point A to point B. Know this. You are gas to the narcissist. You don't matter. And I know it's sad, but it's true. We always gas at some point. That's all it is for the narcissist. It's crazy, but y'all, this is how it is. They don't care about missing you. All you are is fuel to the narcissist. That's it, that's all. They are grooming someone new, and they couldn't care less. To them, you're dried out, you're drained out, and they want nothing else to do with you. This is what it is for a narcissist. I hear so many people talk about how the narcissist misses you. No, y'all, they don't. They miss what they were getting from you. And what a narcissist calls happy is what, if you pay attention, this is what you'll think that they really are. If you're watching the narcissist, and you should not be, following the narcissist social media or checking for the narcissist, because you will swear that these individuals are actually happy, because this is what they portray. Remember, everything a narcissist does is a facade, y'all. It is not real. This is why it's so very important to not pay attention to them. Narcissists will go on being a narcissist, using and abusing people as they see fit. And how long a new target lasts depends on how strong they are, how willing they are to be abused, and how dependent they are on the narcissist. It's just a rinse, lather, and repeat at the next sighting just of another target, until they find somebody else they feel is stronger than the last. This is how it works. If you think the narcissist was going to crumble in your absence, not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Even if it totally bothers them, y'all, and they're miserable, right? They'll never admit to that. Because what? They've already found, right? A new potential target to replace the old one. This is how it works. They're not going to act different or come off different towards other people because you've left them or because the discard has happened. They're not going to be any different from when you met them. But you shouldn't be concerned about any of that, because you should be leaving them for good. Means you're good and you're leaving forever. You're done. That's it. Poof, be gone. No more. You shouldn't have a second thought about the narcissist at this point, unless all you're doing is paying lip service, to yourself and not meaning one thing by what you're saying. And that would be even worse. Because this time, if you allow it, will be way worse than the last. And a lot of times when you leave a narcissist, y'all, they feel disrespected. And a lot of times they go into a narcissistic rage, because this is actually a huge narcissistic injury. It really is. But it's not going to stop them from moving on. Next in line. It's next in line, y'all. They start going through their phone or whatever it is they have, looking for supply, old supply, new supply. They get out on the prowl. They start hunting. They start trying to get the next fuel source in line. And a lot of times they already have someone that they're grooming, because they know your time is almost up, if it isn't up already. Like I told you, a lot of times narcissists are already putting a plan together to get you out of their life, because you become a headache to the narcissist once they get this other person groomed to take your place. They just want you out of the picture. They don't want to hear from you. They don't want you bothering them. They already have somebody else lined up. You see, to them, everything is a game, and winning is everything. And if they have to lie and cheat to win, it's fine with them, as long as they have the chance to present this false narrative and think someone is buying it. This is how they operate. Narcissists never learn to love, y'all. It takes empathy to really feel loving and care for another individual. They learn to look at life, as a big game where the only satisfaction they have is winning. And they look at you like you are just another game piece on the playing board. They fall in love, temporarily idolizing you. This is what love is to them. But they never put their their significant others, because you're never their significant other to me, you're just a game, but this is what they would, relate to you as being their significant other. They never put their significant other's feelings as equally important to their own. They never act considerably or follow through with continual loving and care after the love bombing is over. It's a dead game. You see, they cope with any original injury to their true self that made them ashamed of who they are, of who they were, by trying to win the game of life as they see it, and build up their ego and their pride and their self-esteem with external validation for the false self or their public image. But it never lasts because they feel like something is missing. So they are never satisfied and always want more narcissistic supply, always want more admiration, attention, acquiescence, right? Agreement, authority. This is what they want. And they never really get it, that we are all different but equal. They could care less about that. You see, narcissists drive to win at all costs. And that makes people fall away from them. This is how it works. And y'all, it really is like this with narcissists. This is why I tell people, don't fall for that crap about they miss you. Especially if they start reaching out to you, trying to hoover you. Listen, you're just a placeholder. You're just an in-between supply until they find somebody else they can line up with. Let me tell you something, y'all. Once you've been with a narcissist in a situationship for a long period of time, whether you were the primary source, living with them, y'all shared a house together, space together, kids together, whatever. Once a discard happens, it'll never be the same with the narcissist. Even if you go back, it will never be the same with the narcissist. Once it's over, it is over, no matter what they tell you. It's done. They can try to seduce you back, all this stuff, because they love using sex to get you back. You can go back if you want to. It'll never be the same. As a matter of fact, it'll be 10 times worse. But just know this, it will never be the same. It will never be what it was. What you had with the narcissist will never happen again. That love bombing stage you had in the beginning, you'll never get that again. And even if they love bomb you for just a little bit to drag you back in, they're going to punish you for it later. You guys, narcissists hate love bombing people. They don't like doing that. They do it because they have to. This is why they punish people so bad once that love bombing stage ends. Because they hate having to love bomb you in the first place. They don't like doing it. I'm just saying. They're evil, y'all. And that's all you're ever going to get from them. They'll devalue you and devalue you and devalue you until they discard you or force you to have to discard them and leave them. Either way, the outcome is still going to be the same. They'll never really care for you or miss you. It's all about the supply that you gave them. That's it, that's all. You're like a paper plate. Be balled up and thrown away as soon as they're done with you. And going back is the worst thing you can do. Believing you can go back and it's going to be okay is the worst thing you can do. This is how it is. I hope I help somebody. Because someone DM'd me out and asked me about the narcissist. Do they really, really, really not miss you? They don't miss a damn thing about you. What they miss is whatever you were giving them. And they don't really miss that. Because guess what? In their minds, you belong to them. You're their property. And they can come back to you at any given time that they want to. All they have to do is try to come back. And you'll allow them back. This is why you got to be the one that got away. You got to show them you're not playing with them. You see, with narcissists, all that talk is cheap. You can't just talk it. You have to walk it. with a narcissist. You have to say what you mean and mean what you say and stand firm in it. When you get away, you have to go get away and stay away and not go back. You have to let there be nothing that a narcissist can say to you if they could even reach out to you. And I pray that they can't. But you have to be one that has to show the narcissist. I'm sorry, you guys. You have to be the one to show the narcissist it's not happening. And that's how it has to be. You know, guys, it's serious when you're dealing with narcissists. And the only way to stop them is by showing them. You can't talk with the narcissist. You have to walk with the narcissist and show them this is not a game. I'm walking away from you and I'm never coming back. You lost all access to me. You have to mean it with a narcissist because they feel like they own you. I hope I helped somebody. You guys, that's it for this video. Take the time out to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your bells so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time.